With more cases of mistreated horses popping up in Garland County, Hot Springs Animal Services is learning as much about identifying the abuse as possible. That prompted a trip to Maryland, as KRK4's Caitlin Reardon found out. It's going to help them sharpen their focus on things like this. Caitlin?
Bob, most of the calls happen out in the county, but Hot Springs Animal Services does cover the entirety of Garland County, and they felt that they needed to be more educated on what to look for when they're investigating these calls.
I mean, we could look at one and say, yeah, it looks pretty skinny. But we wanted the education to be able to know what we're talking about in court cases when these do go to court.
Director Sergeant Chris Lackey says right now they have a horse cruelty case in litigation. They weren't able to share the details, but says that there's been an increase in calls like this one.
Each call we get, no matter how small, we have to investigate that.
So he and Animal Services Coordinator Michelle Stone made the almost 1,100-mile trip to Woodbine, Maryland for a horse cruelty investigation seminar.
We were the furthest that have ever been to Maryland for a training there at their facility.
The pair chose the facility because they work closely with animal control officers. Both said they learned a lot about what to look for during investigations, but also in general about horse care.
A horse requires regular hoof care, or their hooves can grow and curl up, kind of like fingernails on a person.
And I learned more in the first 4 hours of the first class, first day, than I have in any class I've ever been to.
In a county where horses are plentiful, they say this is important knowledge to have.
And they want to remind people that if you have any animals, whether horses, dogs, or cats, to make sure that they do have food, water, and proper grooming. And if you can't do that, call Animal Services and they can help you find somewhere for them to go. Bob?